My name is DC Reed and I'm president of Clinton Carvel. I'd like to thank you for taking your time to come out and attend our information and opportunity session. I feel it's important for you to spend a little time and first get to know our organization prior to filling out an application or submitting a resume. As a matter of fact, you can't fill out an application or submit a resume to our company prior to attending one of these information and opportunity sessions. Now you have before you these foundation principles that I wrote in 1989. I started the organization in 1989. I was 29 years old. Clinton is my middle name. Carvel is the name of an individual, a retired Army colonel, who sat with me one fine day. We were at a trade show in Los Angeles, California, and he sat with me. I think we were at lunch or dinner, and he said to me, "You know, DC, you might want to think about starting your own company." Now, that was kind of a surprise to me. I said, "Mr. Carvel, I mean, that's interesting. I mean, you're saying that I should consider starting my own shop. Why? I mean, I'm only 29 years old. Why would you think I could run my own company?" And he said, "Well, DC, you're running this man's company. You're doing all of the marketing and you're handling the operations, making sure things get done. You probably could run your own shop. You definitely can't stay here in order to advance your life and your career." So, you know, when we got back, I had to think about what Mr. Carvel said to me. So I went out and I gave it consideration, and I said, you know, if I'm going to start a company, I'm going to record or draft some principles I'd like to be the foundation of the company. And that's what you have here. That's why we call them the foundation principles. They are the very fabric, the very foundation that undergird this organization. We have a thick employee manual, just like every other company, with a bunch of rules and regulations and how we govern ourselves and what we expect. But at the very front of that employee manual, at the very beginning, you will see listed these foundation principles. As a matter of fact, if you adhere and govern yourself and embrace these foundation principles, the remainder of the manual and the remainder of our operation just runs smoothly. With everything that we do, every thought that we have has a tie to these foundation principles. So first, I want to introduce them to you, and then determine if you want to be a part of an organization that has such principles. So let's take a look at them. As you see at the top of this draft, this writing I have here, our foundation principles, it says, valued service professionals. Now, every word that I write or record in these this document here are purposeful words. They have intentional meaning. And as I write here, valued service professionals, you'll see throughout this draft that these three words will illuminate themselves off the page as I emphasize every component of those words there on the page. So let's take a look here and see what it says. It says, the following are paramount goals of the organization. These goals must be understood and agreed upon by you as a valued service professional. Now, principle number 1 reads this way. We at Clinton Carvel are interested in the reward, promotion, and advancement of each individual associated with the organization. We always consider the interests and values of our associates. We promote a sense of ownership, equity, and great value in our relationship that we have with each associate. We promote a climate in which those associated with the organization can truly see the promotion of the company as a promotion of themselves. That includes their values, their goals, and their aspirations. Your values, your goals, your aspirations. I love to say it this way, and you'll hear it all the time, almost every day. You are valued. You are Clinton Carvel. You are valued. Our new organization, you are Crystal Carpet Care. Now, there is probably no company on the planet that will speak to you initially about the employee being valued. We always hear that, hey, customers are first here. But this is what I think. I really believe this sincerely. I cannot ask you to go out and service our customers. I cannot expect you to do that if I don't consider you as a valued individual. If you don't feel that you matter, I don't believe that you are going to desire to service our customers. If you don't feel and believe that you are important to the organization, I think that you won't give your all, go the extra mile for the customer. And there would be no reason for you to embrace the organization, to look at the promotion of the organization as a promotion of yourself, if you did not believe that you would be promoted in your association with the organization. So it is imperative, I believe, to consider each and every associate first. Each and every associate, their aspirations, their goals, their values, their dreams. You are valued here. You are Clinton Carvel. Now, why do I say you are Clinton Carvel? Why do I say you are Crystal Carpet Care? Well, it's easily understood with this analogy. I love to tell this story. I think all of you may feel this way. I absolutely love the UPS man. UPS man, when he comes and he always brings a package. I get a little excited when I see that brown truck roll up. And I said, what do you got for me? As a matter of fact, when I was a kid, I think I was about 11, 12 years old, I remember waiting on the UPS man to arrive with my first snare drum. I'm a drummer. I wrote the drum line for the jingle that you heard. As a matter of fact, I wrote the whole jingle, and particularly the drum line. And I was across the street in Garfield Heights, Ohio, just playing with my friend, and up came the UPS man, and he delivered to me a package from Alden's. You remember Alden's in Chicago? My first snare drum. But when I looked across the street, I saw the representation of a pretty big organization. I looked at him as UPS. Now, I don't know his name. I don't think I ever knew the guy's name. Being a kid, who would know the UPS man's name? But to me, he was UPS. So we emphasize that same reality here. When you go out of this building, when you go out and mount our trucks or speak to people on the telephone from this building, when they call here and hear your voice, or when you show up at their home, when they see you in this uniform, you are the company. You are Crystal Carpet Care. You are Clinton Carvel. They will say great things about you when you do and provide for them great things, but they will not say it about you using your name. They'll say it about Clinton Carvel, Crystal Carpet Care. Boy, did they really take care of me when they showed up. Look at that guy over there who's driving that van. He is Crystal Carpet Care. That's actually the truth. There is no organization without you. We don't have a company without individuals to go out and perform the service, and you are the very representation of the company when you are out there. They don't walk up to you and say, hey, you person who servicing us in this building, who work for DC Reed, and all, let me talk to you. No, they say, hey, Garrett, there goes the Clinton Carvel guy, or the Crystal guy, let me go up there and talk to him. So once you put on the uniform or you represent us out in the field, you are the company. And I cannot expect you to represent us well and not treat you well, not consider you, not attempt to do our best. And this comes from me down through the supervisors and the managers. Our attitude is always about what can we do for our people. What can we do, a little nicety here, or to consider them. You'll hear me on the phone. I'll say to you, thank you for your service. I appreciate what you do for us. You are our company. I want you to know that I had one lady tell me in one of our buildings. Now this I want you to listen to pretty closely. When I first took on this big contract, I had one woman say to me when she called in, she said, it's really nice to hear someone finally say thank you. And you seem to say it every day. And that's right. When you call in, you're going to hear me say things like, thank you for your service. I appreciate your efforts because you are the company, and I want you to know that that's how we feel. So you are valued here. You are Clinton Carvel. Another story for you here I love to share. This is about your being valued and our considering you in our decision making. I love to tell this story about a retired Navy Master Chief. Now, I got this thing about military guys, I guess. We hired a lot of military people who came through a certain program here, and this was Big Al. You know, Big Al worked for us, and he spent 20 years in the United States Navy. He is a retired Navy Master Chief. I think that's a big thing. I don't know. He rode on a big boat and did big stuff. I don't know. He's Big Al. But anyway, when he worked here, one day, it's many years back, he worked for us, and he's a great guy. We were slow, usually in January and February. We were slow. This is when we were doing our environmental work, and he was an asbestos air technician, and we didn't have any work. So he was at home. He maybe had some samples to read down in our lab, but we were slow, and I just looked over. We were upstairs sitting down, and I looked over to him, and I said, Al, those are some nice glasses that you have on there. Those are pretty cool. Where'd you get those glasses? And Alan said to me, well, DC, I got those from your excellent Clinton Carvel benefit package. And I said, well, wait a minute, Alan, I don't understand. I mean, you're a retired Navy Master Chief. You spent 20 years in the United States Navy. And you have a retirement package. You can go to the VA and do whatever there, hang out and get all kinds of medical and benefits and all. How is it possible that my little company was able to afford you this opportunity? And what he said to me, he says, well, you know, when you retire from the military and you go over to the VA, you get these little thick plastic glasses and you don't get the good stuff. So now that I have your program and your package here, well, I was finally, after, I think he was retired maybe 3 years, to go out and get a nice pair of glasses, and that's where I got these from. Now this really touched me because I really mean when I say these things in this principle here in particular. And I remember when we didn't have any benefits. I remember when we only had a half of an employee, one person working part-time. And I was in my basement over on Petsinger training people in the basement when we were doing asbestos training, you know, and I would have people there in the morning and I would go to load freight at night. So I remember all this, and now we had someone, I always wanted to provide a benefit package, and we had someone who, in this experience, was a retired Navy, 20 years in the military. And because of my decision, what rewrote here, this foundation principle, we were able to affect his life, his aspiration. Though it was just a pair of glasses, it was still his aspiration, his goal, his value. And that means something to me. We think about it all the time. We don't always get it. We don't knock the ball out of the park 100% of the time, but it is a foundation principle. It is important to us. And I want you to understand that you will always be considered. Now, we can't, pay you $75 an hour here because our customers don't pay that. There's some limitation as to what we can do, but the point I want to emphasize here, and emphasize it to you, that when you come on board this organization, you will be valued, and you are our representation in the workplace. Let me say it again. You will be, you are valued here as an individual, your goals, your aspirations, your dreams, and I feel that's important to have that posture so that when I turn to you and ask you to go out and represent us well, represent Clinton Carvel and represent us well because you are valued here. Represent Crystal Carpet Care and represent us well. I feel it's fair. I feel we can ask that of you. When you are valued, you are Clinton Carvel. You are valued here. You are Crystal Carpet Care. Now, principle number 2 is about the customer. Let's take a look here. It says, the value of clean. Now, it's important. I mean, this principle here, you must attach yourself to. We are a service-based business. We're a service company. We're not a manufacturing outfit. You got to understand, if you come aboard here, we're not a logistics firm. We don't deliver freight all around the country. The only thing we do, the very structure of our organization centers around service. That's the type of business that we are. We are a service organization, and you must desire or be willing to provide service to our customers prior to filling out an application. There's no need for you to fill out an application or submit a resume if you don't want to be a part or be party to providing service, because you are the company. Once you're on board, you are the individuals who provide the service. You are Clinton Carvel. You are Crystal Carpet Care. Let's read it here. Clinton Carvel is a service business that provides customers with a clean environment for business and for life. And as an associate, you must understand this fact. We sell clean. We don't sell M&Ms. We don't sell hamburgers and fries. We don't sell blue jeans. We don't sell lawnmowers. We sell clean. Every individual who calls here to procure service from us, they have always called requesting clean or having clean applied to their space. As a matter of fact, when we first started the company, we were a environmental service organization and environmental consultant. We had a microscopy laboratory. We had several microscopes. We did work at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, the demolition of the Ohio Penn, all over the Ohio State University, the State House. That's why you saw all those buildings. Every building you saw in the introduction, we've done work in as either the environmental work or asbestos work or renovation work or commercial cleaning. We have always provided clean, even down to the microscopic level. Man, let me tell you, we know how to provide some clean. We've always been about clean. So if you attach yourself to this organization, you are attaching yourself to a company that services customers. Customers make requests for services, and every service they've ever asked us for deals with or dealt with providing clean. So there's no need for you to apply here if you don't value clean, if you don't value clean space, if you can't provide clean to the customer, if it irritates you, if it's something that you can attach yourself to. We can remain friends. If this value doesn't connect with your life, even as a person who is a sales and service representative, if you can't get excited about providing that to our customers, we can remain friends. We can shake hands at the gate. We can shake hands at the door and part friends. But if you decide to take the application here, you are saying to me that I understand this fact. I am willing to be Clinton Carvel. I am willing to represent Clinton Carvel and Crystal Carpet Care, and I get it. I will provide clean space to the customers. Let's read further. Therefore, you must strive, work at providing clean space to our customer. Focus on how the customer wants to feel when they experience the results of your service to them. Focus on how they want to feel. Now, I'll train you a little bit more on that, but that's a foundation principle. Make every effort. You must be willing to make every effort. I'll teach you, we'll train you, managers will talk about it, but you must be willing. You must understand, we're going to say, we're going to make every effort to provide them the clean space that they want. They wouldn't call us if they didn't want clean space. The clean space that they value and the clean space that they deserve. Listen, help them, our customers, feel the value of your service to them. Help them, think about this, feel the value of your service to them. The value of your efforts, the value of their purchase. This is too important for me. I want to go over this with you again. This is absolutely imperative that you get. You must help our customers feel the value of your service. You must be willing to do that. You must be willing to help our customers feel the value of your efforts in their buildings, in their homes, even when you talk to them on the phone. Help them ascertain, help them receive the value of clean space. Help them receive the value of their purchase. They want to feel good. I'm telling you, these customers want to feel good about spending their money. Anybody, you have never desired to go out and spend good, hard-earned money and walk away feeling bad. You have never wanted to do that. So all you have to do is think about, how would I feel if I were spending $100, $200, $300, $400, and sometimes $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 to obtain a clean environment in a commercial building, or a clean environment sometimes in a residential building, hundreds and thousands of dollars, if I didn't want to come in the next day or come back or once we're done with the service and feel good about it. Feel the clean. We want our customers to feel the value of your efforts. Sometimes the customers will say, man, you're really doing a great job. You really worked hard. They will give you tips. If you're in the carpet care business, they will give you extra couple of bucks or $20 to say, man, I really feel good about doing business with you. That's what you want to help them feel. You want to back off from a service effort and say, man, that really looks good. If you're not that kind of person, we can shake hands at the door. We can shake hands at the gate. We can part as friends. But you must understand, we're going to evaluate whether you can provide them the clean space that they value, that they're paying for. And if you're not that, you know who you are. You know how you are. You know if you care about clean. I mean, people have told you that. You know what you're capable of doing. If you can't, get right to it and be proud about cleaning something, you don't need to apply here. Let's be honest with each other. We are we provide clean space to our customers, and you have to value that. Help them feel the value of their service, the value of their purchase, the value of your efforts, the value of clean space. Now, customer comments to us are invaluable. We love our customers to talk back to us. We love to hear what they have to say. We call them upon servicing their homes, and oftentimes we check out in buildings and such, and we'll say to them, well, how are things going? And their response to us, their communication to us is invaluable. I'll tell you why. Remember, service is your main goal. You are here, and when you put on the uniform, when you say, I am Clinton Carvel, Your objective is to go out and serve, right? So you go and you service the customer. Therefore, every comment that you receive presents an opportunity. What type of opportunity? An opportunity for you to maintain, keep it going, or improve the quality of your service. I like to say the quality of your serve. How am I doing? How's my serve going? Am I doing a great job? We love to call and find out. That's a company philosophy, not just the philosophy of the service worker, the service provider, but we want to maintain and improve the quality of our service, because that's the kind of business that we are. That's why we exist. We are that type of business, and our customers communicate to us that, well, I didn't really like what happened over here. So we can improve that and make sure that that doesn't happen to them again or another customer. Or they will say oftentimes, man, I have never seen a company like this before. I've been waiting for you all my life. I mean, my God, you guys just come in and just blow and dadgum go. We love those type of comments, and we think about it. We work on it. We receive comment from you. It's like, how can we get down Willie Brown? How can we take care of our customers? If you're not the type of individual who wants to work in that type of environment, you just